You feel as if you have lost your instinct in your gut. You feel as if your instincts are just not quite at par as what they usually are. But they are not gone. Our instinct we never lose our psychic powers and our instinct. You are just going through awakening and you are fighting it. And you are just like, oh, and it will be much easier. You are looking at what others are doing and trying to be like them in your spirituality. And it doesn't feel right to you because it's not who you are. You need to stick with your guns and your morals and do what feels right to you. Because that's what spirituality is. It's something personal. It's not just something because it's cool or it's in. This activation from the full moon, your wishes will come true if you persevere. If you take each challenge one step at a time, you will overcome any obstacles. It's bringing you a belief in yourself, teaching you how to trust your instincts and your abilities. It's also bringing an activation of your natural healing abilities. You have a natural talent for earth magic, such as creating potions or using herbs or herbology. This card is showing me that you're not being true to yourself or to your own moral code in some way. You need to be true to yourself and follow your own spiritual path to find true fulfillment. What is spiritually right for someone else does not mean it is right for you. This upgrade is going to give you the confidence you need to get out of the spiritual rut you're in. You're going to benefit from accepting invitations to learn about other spiritual paths and are going to meet other spiritual people who are going to help you along the way. The curse. It's time to recognize your source of limitations. Did your grandparents live with a mind of secrecy? Did you inherit genes of heart disease? Were you a slave or a master in the past? The karmic legacy is already waiting to be seen, to be untangled, to be released. Honor the players and their stories. Forgive everyone and everything. Craft a new life course for yourself. Beware of your actions. Act with impeccable intention so as not to create debt, karma, that sooner or later someone has to pay. What you do to others, you also do to yourself and to the people you love most. Now you have the opportunity to clean it up. Spirit invites you to go on a sacred pilgrimage to acquire vision and perspective. First, though, you must accept the present situation as an opportunity to discover a higher understanding. Find a sacred place for those who have come before you, and pray and find wisdom. Make your offering there. Make a commitment to walk with courage, love, and compassion until you see with clarity the perfection of all. It is time to be active. Do not let your doubts deter you and keep you bound. This is a time to leap over challenges and to remember that from the top of the mountain there are no obstacles, only beauty, an unobstructed view of the entire earth. And there's no need to go shopping for the right hiking boots or camping equipment. You already have everything you need. Overcome any lethargy, indolence, laziness. These are the real obstacles right now at your time. The time to embark on the great journey is here. Do not linger at the port when the distant shores are calling. Fearlessly draw your own navigational charts as you discover the route. When the time is right, and it is now, you will be led true. As this happens, you are upgraded, and you're not sure where to go. And if you miss the boat, the opportunity will be lost. Another ship may not arrive for a very long time. Spirit is calling you, but the timing is premature. Collecting postcards or fantasies of where you want to go may take over your focus and make you miss your destiny. Other things must be completed first, or you may still be attached to another destination. Remember, the point of the journey is not the destination, but it's who you will become and as who you are transformed to be along the way. Do not confuse the inner and the outer journey. I can hear you already, sweet soul. All you're saying is, but what does that mean? So what Spirit's asking you in these cards is to become more spiritual, to become more active in your day-to-day life. Pay attention to what you're doing and how you're doing things. Do things from the heart. Change your life. Become who you want to be. Instead of sitting here and daydreaming all day about woulda, shoulda, coulda, and being stuck in all of that, they want you to open your eyes to what you have now and make the most of what you have at this time right now. You know, it's time to change your beliefs. What our parents grew up with and their beliefs were wonderful for them, but they may not be wonderful for you. Or what she's telling you over here may be great for Lucy, and Lucy may be great at doing it, but you're not Lucy. You are you, and spiritual is an individual thing that each one of us have to go through. And through this upgrade, you're getting the confidence to learn about what spiritual path you truly should be on, and what will help you the most in your journey in life. And Spirit's just asking you, when you see these things come into your life, take those opportunities. Take the opportunities to try it out. It's not going to hurt you to try. So before you crunch your nose and go, oh, my grandma would roll in her grave if I did that, be a little more open-minded, and you might find something that you've been looking for all along. This activation is going to bring in new spiritual friends that will boost your energy and teach you new ways of connecting to Spirit. Spirit is asking you to embrace these new spiritual friends and to accept the opportunities to learn. You will go through new karmic lessons and learn from them. You will better understand yourself, your path, and where and how you fit into that. This is bringing you a sense of spiritual fulfillment that you have been longing for. You will find that you are very in tune with Spirit, and new planes will open up to you in new dimensions. You may even feel compelled to go out into the world and share this with others. Congratulations, you're having an awakening. I will not sit here and lie to you and tell you that awakenings are wonderful and glorious. They do have people that way at the beginning. But it's a lot of work. It's a lot of self-inner work. These lessons you will learn without major negative consequence. However, you must learn them now, or they will come back to haunt you. Rest, retreat, be held. The most selfless thing you can do is to fill your own inner well. When we are running around half filled, we subconsciously look for things and people around us to give us nourishment and nurturing that we so deeply crave. Nothing can grow in barren lands. You are no good to anyone if you're running on empty. The feminine is bountiful, fertile, and rich. Tend to your own and watch as the amount you have to give multiplies. What nourishes you? What refills your body? What brings you back to life? What is your secret medicine? What makes you feel abundant and filled and overfilling with life? It may be gardening, arranging flowers, getting a massage, using luxurious oils, snuggling up on the couch, hiking, sipping a good cup of coffee at your favorite cafe, attending a women's circle, reading about secret sites, spontaneous bike rides, walking along the beach, This is what your medicine is. When you give yourself the medicine that you need to be nourished, you nourish all those around you, and therefore it is more than enough to go around. Trust the niggle. What is the niggle trying to tell you? This is talking about your inner strength and your instinct and that voice and conscious in your head. Going through an awakening is very hard, and no one can guide you through it or tell you what to do or how to do it. It's different for each one of us because it's a spiritual experience that we must go through in our own lives and come out understanding things in the way we do. So trust your inner self, trust your gut, trust your instincts, trust what feels right for you. Metuchen, longing for home, belonging, the original lightworkers. Metuchens are a soul group who originated on the planet of the constellation Orion. They were the first star beings to travel the Earth and believed to be the original lightworkers. The Metuchen's home planet is thought to have been a water world. The water so pure you can see through it for miles. For this reason, Metuchens feel most at peace at home in or around crystal clear water. They are here to teach us the potential in everything and the light in all beings. Many Metuchens have an odd longing for home and struggle with feeling like they don't belong. It is thought that this is due to their home planet no longer being in existence. If you pulled this card, it could mean that you are Metuchen or longing for a sense of belonging, and a root chakra healing is necessary for you to feel more secure and safe. Perhaps you feel the longing to find home without knowing what it is. Perhaps you have been moving around a lot and yearn for a place on Earth called your own. If so, you are being called to connect with Mother Earth and to create for yourself now, to choose where to feel at home and to create it rather than waiting for the feeling of belonging to come. You are a light worker. This is not your first home. This is not your first life. You will understand this so much more when you go within and start learning. I suggest you learn about light workers and where they come from and why they're here. Some of us are here mainly just to hold the light and help through it. Some of us are here for a bigger purpose. But whatever your purpose and meaning, you will find it along this path as you awaken. In the meantime, I suggest that you keep an open mind. Many things are not as they seem, and as you open and awaken, you will find more of this. You will understand more. Are you in control of that fire? Or are you sending an SOS signal for help? The tower in this contract represents the destruction of old beliefs. This could be a personal crisis of faith or some sort of scandal or revelation, which will force you to rethink your whole belief system. Remember that destruction the tower brings with it renewal, so you may find that this sudden change actually opens you up a lot more to the spiritual path in the long run, one that is based on solid foundation and truth. So, this activation is going to bring a destruction of old beliefs and something new and a belief in something better and greater. You may have to stand up for your spiritual beliefs. So someone may challenge your belief system, call your morals into question, or try to ridicule or harass you for your beliefs. You have a right to your own belief system, so don't allow anyone else to take that away from you. But the biggest activation that this full moon is going to bring you is a strong intuition or psychic abilities. If you're seeking to develop your psychic abilities, this card is a great omen, as she indicates a big increase in psychic powers. It can also indicate that an intuitive female will help you on your spiritual path. I pulled a few cards to see what kind of gifts you may be receiving, what kind of psychic abilities may be activating inside of you. Remember, this is a reading for the collective, so they may not all be for you, they may all be for you. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. We have empathic starseed, absorbing what's not yours, so be careful of that. We have fire guardian, ignite your passions. So do what makes you passionate and it will lead you towards your gifts. We have the gateway, so maybe you are a protector of the gateways. We have wonders with crystals, so crystals may be something you can do, crystal healing. And then we have shaman, so maybe you're a shaman. The best advice I can give you is just don't be scared. Whatever you do, don't be scared. Just accept it. And you'll learn in time how to deal and use and work it. And once you figure out what it is, you'll find other people who can help you do that more. Priestess, how are you being called to step up and lead? You and your tribe are longing for exactly the same thing as you were and are, and might only be one step behind you. Hell, they may be even right alongside you. You don't need anyone's permission, just the courage to stand up. Embrace your struggles, the peaks, the thoughts. You don't need to know the way. You just believe that there might be a different one. Your tribe is waiting for you. Step forward so they can find you. How are you being called to step up and lead? How can you be the leader you wish you had? The golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. If you pull this card, it may be a sign that you're being called to be a mother, father, or nurture a child. You may be called to tend to your own inner child, a creative idea or project, or a new beginning. To treat yourself or the new beginning with sweet, tender love. To nurture and nourish it. To give it every chance to grow and reach adulthood. To encourage it. To water it. To see the world through the innocence of a child. To see yourself and all others as innocent children. To remember that deep down, everyone is trying their best, and if they're treated with a tender heart, they'll not harden as they journey through this great adventure called life. How can you treat yourself or others more tenderly? The spirits want you to know satisfaction, contentment, and fulfillment are at hand. Success is waiting to expand in your life. Be ready to accept and embrace the success, for it might occur rapidly as possible. The gates of triumph are waiting to be opened. Being in a state of gratitude for all the small successes in your life will give birth to larger ones. Your satisfaction will come in many forms from many areas of life. Celebrate it all and breathe it all in, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. This is an excellent time to make commitments, sign contracts, make deals. Good fortune will ensure.